What's more important, the freedom to make your own destiny, or the security that comes with giving up control? That's what your players will need to answer in the Deep Gnome Dilemma, an encounter I designed for D&D. With some help from my players, of course. It's based on a city in the Underdark, but you can adapt this general outline to almost any settlement. Here's how it goes. Your players arrive in Erkenstrog, a small village in the middle of a fungal forest. The Deep Gnomes here have an extensive knowledge of the Underdark and its peoples, so maybe your players have come here to find clues for a quest, or learn the location of a hidden place. I'll leave that up to you, but they'll need an audience with the town elders to get what they need. The old gnome elders are rooted to the ground, one with the mushrooms that grow through their bodies. They speak telepathically and inform your players that they're more than willing to help. For a favor. This is D&D after all. To protect their community, the elders commune with a type of fungus called gumaji. It gives them visions of the future, like which crops will fail and enemies that are about to attack. They use it for all the village's major decisions, and as far as they know, it's never steered them wrong. But their supply is running out, so they task your party with finding more. Sounds simple. There are lots of ways you can run their search for the fungus. Maybe have a skill challenge for exploring the wilderness, make them roll group survival checks, or lock the magic mushrooms behind a level appropriate combat encounter. Whatever you like. But once they find the fungus, they'll be approached by a mysterious stranger. Another deep gnome named Bunda. She used to be an acolyte of the elders, training to one day inherit their responsibility. But now, she wants to destroy them. Bunda will explain that Gumaji controls everything in Erkenstrog. Who gets which jobs, what foods they plant each year, where they can and can't explore in the forest. Sure, it's kept them safe all that time, but the village has stagnated, unable to move or change for fear of ruining this perfect order. And that's assuming the Gumaji has good intentions. Who knows if long term it'll continue to show the gnomes what's best for them. Bunda wants to see her people make their own fate, even if it means risking their safety. If the elders and their remaining acolytes are taken out, then the secrets of how to use Gumaji will die with them. And that's what she'd like your players to do. And that's the dilemma. Do they return with fresh Gumaji for the elders, or take them down and let Erkenstrog choose their destiny? Maybe the choice seems obvious to you, but my players really grappled with it. Half felt that they shouldn't interfere, while the other two thought that the people needed to be freed from fungal influence. Ultimately, they sided with Bunda, but I could see a case for both paths. Does your party value freedom or security? Is it their place to decide, or should they stay out of it? And who do they trust? Bunda, the elders, even the Gumaji itself? That's their choice, but it could lead to some very interesting roleplay as each of your players reflect on what their character would think and what their true values are. Depending on what they choose, you can wrap things up with a boss fight. Bunda could be some kind of spellcaster, using any of the wizard stat blocks in Monsters of the Multiverse. You could give her some Myconid minions, or add other acolytes to the fight who left with her too. For the elders, depending on the party's level, you could have them all fight as one neural network, using a corpse flower stat block, letting them resurrect the souls of dead gnomes to fight by their side. No matter how the dust settles, your players will solve this Deep Gnome Dilemma. And depending on how the rest of their adventures go, maybe they'll return to Erkenstrog to see just what fate their choices brought the village. That's it for this one. I'd love to hear what you would do in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, leaving a like is always appreciated. And if you want to see even more, you should subscribe to the Bard's College. I make videos all about D&D, DMing, and everything in between, so stick around. But for now, good luck, and remember, crit your players.